All right, Soren, your U.S. debut, man. How excited are you to be here in the States for a fight?
I'm freaking amazed. Had a little skeptics coming into the airport with my ex, but went through, so we're ready.
There you go. And it's been a little while since we've seen you. Has that just been because of visas and the craziness that's been going on in the world with the pandemic, or injuries, or I guess why haven't we seen you?
Yeah. So my last fight was in November of 2019, right before Corona hit. But I came into that fight with a knee injury, so actually it kind of fit perfectly. So I had to rehabilitate my right knee, and during that time everybody couldn't train because of Corona. So since I want to say like a year ago, I would have been ready to fight, but restrictions have been unkind to us.
Yeah. Do you feel like that almost kind of worked out in your favor a little bit? Like, you were probably going to be somewhat inactive anyway with the pandemic, so to kind of clear that up at the same time,
yeah,
worked out nicely.
It was kind of the perfect storm. So I would have liked to have a fight in the fall here, but because we were ready, but with the restriction, it just wasn't possible.
And I know you had your Bellator fight back in 2019, and does it just kind of being here and traveling across the world, and does it kind of feel bigger to you now? Like, does it finally feel like you've really taken that step up?
Yeah, I think the largest thing we noticed, everything here is so big, and I'm gonna assume the arena is as well. But moving from main card at London to prelims here, so excited to make my mark.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of mark are you looking to make? I know, like I said, you've only had one fight. You kind of got your feet wet. Are you really looking to make a statement on Friday in your second fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring an unkind welcome to Bobby Lee to the division of lightweights.
Yeah, for sure. And talk to me about him a little bit. He's moving down from welterweight, so I'm guessing he's going to be kind of a bigger guy. But what are you expecting to see out of him when you get in there? Yeah,
so like always, when we have enough time and there's enough footage of a guy, we get to know him better than he knows himself. So yeah, we're gonna expect him to be strong because of the weight difference. So we're excited to see him make weight tomorrow, and from there we have the perfect game plan.
Yeah, for sure. And I know you talked about it before. It's a big part of your identity, but representing your country, representing Denmark, you got the Viking nickname, everything. So what would it mean to you to be able to kind of reach the highest levels in Bellator and tout that flag on the walkout and in the decisions and stuff? I mean, how important is that for you?
That's so important. I'm gonna bring Bellator to Copenhagen. That's my end goal here. So gonna climb that ladder, and I'm gonna be on it.
For sure. And from the last time you fought till now, there's rankings now too. So I think you weren't eligible because you hadn't competed or whatever. But now, once you compete on Friday, you are. So how quickly are you looking to? You think with a win here, you could break right into the top 10?
So exactly because of the not eligible because of my last fight being that far in the past. I haven't really studied up on the rankings, but I'm excited to see how they take this with a fighter coming down from a higher weight class and me being inactive for so long. But yeah, if I'm not on the top 10 list by this fight, I'm gonna be by the next. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, and with the long break that you had in between your last fight and this one, are you hoping, in 2021 to stay a little more active, get a few fights in this year before the new year rolls around?
Yeah. So, Corona is the big game changer, right? So if vaccines go well and the country starts letting people travel again, I'm so excited to get back, maybe late summer or fall. Yeah.
And what's the situation like in your country with travel? Like, do you have to quarantine when you go back or anything, or is it pretty open now?
So it's getting to be more open, but most people, when traveling from a country where there's restrictions on the travel, you still have to quarantine. And also, we're not that far along in the vaccine program, so the contagion is low in the country. So we're being careful with the restrictions, but we have been more lenient in how quickly we're gonna get vaccinated.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed by the next time you get booked, everything's a little more figured out. But last question, man. When you picture it in your head and you and Bobby Lee get in that cage and the door closes with some fans in the audience for the second time in a long time, what do you think is going to go down? How do you see it playing out?
So I'm gonna be cutting open Bobby Lee, and he's gonna be bleeding from my guts, and then it's really up to him. He can either give me the submission or he can get a TKO knock.
Awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate your time and good luck in the fight.
Thank you, bro.